Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making this easy little gift box that will hold one of these little travel-sized lotions that you can get this time of year. And so I thought that would make a cute little thinking of you gift and made a box that would fit it just right. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with a piece of designer paper. This is the All Is Bright from the All Is Bright collection in the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. This paper is retiring and it is so cute. But I'm using a 6.5 by 6 inch piece, and I'm going to score it with my scoring tool on the 6.5 inch side at the top. And I'm going to go at 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. Then I'm going to turn my paper, and if your paper has directionality where you know what you want for the top of your box versus the bottom, you'll put the bottom here on the left-hand side and score at 1. And then this will be the top of the box, and you're going to score at 5 1/2. Okay, let's get the Simply Score tool out of the way, and I'm going to get my bone folder and burnish on these score lines. So let's go ahead and give this a good crease. These papers have a photograph artwork on one side and then a printed one on print of some type on the other side, and it's just really pretty and versatile. And I believe currently it's available while supplies last. Of course, you know, you're making a box for the holidays. You could use any designer paper that you have for this type of project. All right, so this little 1/2 inch score that we made last, that's going to turn the opposite way to make a little border, contrasting border at the top of our box. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that, and then to hold that down, I'm gonna put a little bit of snail adhesive so we're not fighting that. Okay, now let's get our paper snips and do some trimming so that we can put our box together. First off, we're going to cut off this little rectangle here formed by these intersecting score lines at that 1/2 inch, and just cut that off. Okay, then I'm going to cut up to that intersecting score line on that 1 inch score all the way across to make the box bottom. Now you can take adhesive, and you can use tear-in tape here. I'm using snail. I think that's going to hold just right for me. And then I'm going to fold this over and connect these two sides to hold the box all together. All right, so now we can open it up like this, and I have this seam here, so I'm going to call that the back of my box. I'm going to press in the two side flaps first, then the back of the box, and then come over with the front, put some more adhesive on that last flap, and then tuck it over. And then we can just take our bone folder and give it a tap so it's secure there on the bottom. Now let's do a little bit of stamping and punching for embellishing. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm just going to use a little scrap right here. And I am using a sentiment from this Peaceful Noel stamp set, the Merry Little Christmas one, because I wanted a small sentiment to go with the box size. So let's use some real red ink, and I'm going to ink this up, and I'm going to get my foam mat so I can get a good impression, and I'm going to be punching this out. So I want to leave a little room around the stamped image where I can slip my scallop circle punch over it. All right, so here is the 1 1/8 scallop circle punch, and this is in the annual catalog, and that's going to fit right there. And I'm going to stamp a little holly leaves at the bottom, so I'm leaving a little bit more room at the bottom than the top. All right, there we go. So now, let me get a piece of scrap paper, open that up, and I've got this little holly leaf here, and I'm going to use shaded spruce. Ink that up, and I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it too bold. And let's see, I have a little piece of paper there. One leaf that way, and do it again. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to redo that. Okay, let's turn it over. Now I've already punched this time, so I'm gonna stamp a little high up. I had a little fiber on there and that put some extra ink. So let's rework this, okay? Stamp off and then stamp on the little scallop circle, and let's do it again. And it'll work this time, hopefully. I'm gonna come up like this. And I'm stamping off in case the image goes over the sentiment and you can still see it, okay? Now I'm gonna put one more leaf, and it's gonna go beyond the edge right here, just to give it a little more green at the bottom. Now I have the 3 holly berries, and I'm gonna ink those up in real red and stamp those right here. There we go. All right. So now let's close these ink pads up, and I'm going to be using the Joyous Noel glimmer paper to back this little stamped image. And so let's see, I think I want to use my Pretty Little Label punch to punch out this Merlot or red colored glimmer paper. Okay, so we'll have that. And then I have this next up little scallop circle punch. It's 1 3/8 inches. And so I'm going to use that on this beautiful green that's very close to the shaded spruce. Okay, and now let's take a Stampin' Dimensional and put it on the back, and then we'll just press it over top here, and then that's going to go right here. And let's see, do I want to use a dimensional on that? I think I'm just going to use some liquid glue. When I'm working with the glimmer paper, I find it easier to use the liquid glue so that it gets down in all those little grooves. Okay, it'll take a little bit longer to dry, but that's okay. It's going to have a good hold. And then while we're letting that set, I have this 1/8 inch real red ribbon that's from the annual catalog from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to make a couple of loops in it like that. Okay, I'm not going to tie a bow. I want like 2 ends where it's going to extend beyond the edge here. So I'm just put some snail on the back, and I'm going to make that stick there so that I have some loops on this side and some little tails on this side. Okay, just for something different. And then I'm going to use dimensionals again and pop that on. And I think I'm going to even stick one over the ribbon there to secure it a little more. And then we're ready to put it onto the front of our box. And so there's my back. And call this my front. Okay, that's ready to go, and our little cream will stick right inside the box. Okay, there's a little idea for you to package up just a little thinking of you gift, maybe a teacher gift or someone who provides a service for you. I like the packaging when you have just a little gift, and it just makes it that much more special. So if you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.